We see the hopelessness in their eyes when the boys are on the streets. But we also get to see what God can do.
I'm Amy Zimba.
And I'm Chris Zimba.
And we are working with Abba's Heart, Zambia.
So I'm a native Zambian, and I grew up in a small town called Wansha. And I had never really had any exposure to street kids because Wansha is really just a small town. But ever since we moved to Kitwe and got involved in what God is doing there, just working with these boys on the streets, it's like my eyes have been opened to a world that I had never known. So we are working with boys on the streets who can be within the age of 7 to somewhere up to 30, and some of the reasons that these boys are on the streets, some come from homes where there's extreme poverty, and some of them probably don't have family because all of the parents either have passed away or maybe they're single orphans. And so what we try to do is just build relationships with these boys to just get to know them. And it's within those relationships that we actually identify the boys that really want to be helped to get off the street.
So we have a Tuesday program called My and Papa, and that's a big, all the boys come to our property, they can clean their clothes, they can take showers, and it's basically just an activity day where they learn them. They have a Bible study, they eat food, and then that's kind of where we're getting the first interaction with the boys. And a lot of kids come to that, but then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have a learning center, and that's where we can see which boys are really serious about getting help because they're coming on a more consistent basis, and we spend a lot more one-on-one time with them. They're smaller groups. And then Friday night is just outreach. We go into their world, see who's around. We just hang out. We hear a lot of their stories. We hear what prayer requests they have, and it's really just more about building relationships and seeing who's ready to take that step to get the help that they need. If and when a boy comes into our residential home, they are living in a group home with Zambian house parents who are loving on them. And our main goal here is rehabilitation, discipleship, healing from all the pains that they've experienced in town, and just giving them a hope and a future and trying to help them restart their life again.
And a good example that I can give is a boy called Justin. We knew this boy the entire time that we've been working with these boys, and we've seen how God has been able to pick him up from the streets, from all the addictions and all the hardships that he was going through while he was still in town. And to be able to see him where he is now, how God has raised him in the sense that he's opened up his heart to God, and he says it so many times. I'm so thankful for how God has changed me because I'm not the person that I used to be.
Serving in this ministry has really been a life-changing thing for Chris and I. I think we say it over and over again that we have truly come to understand the heart of the Father this year more than ever before, and just seeing these boys and girls the way that he sees them has been life-changing. And I think one of the most things that we get most excited about is being able to share what God is doing with so many other people. And it's exciting to know that they can be involved and they can be part of what he's doing in Zambia and in the lives of these children. They can be with us and hear the stories of those who are still in town, but then also rejoice with us for the lives that are being changed in the residential programs. And we're just really grateful that God works that way, that we can all be a part of the stories.